Seems to be working okay. And this seems to be working okay as well. All right, let me just adjust my view, make sure I can see you all. Here we go. Okay, folks, let's get started. Again, I'm not really advertising on social media. I would like to keep the attendance limited so we can actually talk. But it all depends upon if we have too many people, then it's really not very easy to spend a lot of time with everyone. That said, I want to remind everyone as you entered, this is a community conference call. I can't guarantee the information is accurate because we have limited amount of time. And this does not create an attorney-client relationship just because you participate in the call. Let's get started in the order I see people, in the order you logged in. Ricky, go ahead with your question, please.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I am on H1B and the renewal is in September 2026. I was hoping to get some guidance on you. When should I go for my first time stamping to India? If I go before September 2026, will that mean that the stamp will expire after the renewal in 2026, September?
Right, right. Because what will happen is the stamp will be given only for the life of the H1B you have. Okay. So if you go, let's say if you go in June and you apply for your stamp, it will be given only till September.
Okay,
Understand?
so it's preferable that I should get the first time stamping after the renewal in September
I
26.
think so. I think so. Okay.
Okay, and then it will be generally valid for the time
Yeah.
it's allowed for Indian born citizens.
It's all the 3 years, entire 3 years.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
All the best. Madhurji, go ahead, please. Please put your hand down, Ricky.
Hello, Rajiv ji. So my question was, if I have filed a 485 through my employer,
Mhm.
because and after the biometrics, are everyone getting an interview calls or it's selective?
You're
And
talking about
if
employment-based 485.
yes,
It's
so
selective. It's
so
selective.
employment based for I-140 was filed and approved and then
Yeah.
filed the 485.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is it advisable then if you get an interview to take your attorney with you?
I've been practicing law for 5 years. I've only gone for 3 interviews simply because those were very, very complicated cases.
Okay.
I don't go. We can make ourselves sometimes available by phone in exceptional cases, but it's pretty expensive for one of the lawyers to just sit around waiting for the interview to
Mm-hmm.
begin and end. Um, you can, if your lawyer wants to go with you, and it's not too expensive, by all means bring them with you. But it's certainly not a requirement for most cases. That's the
Okay.
way I see it. Okay,
Okay. So then if interview would be scheduled, it's selective because
it is selective.
okay. Okay.
All the
Thank you.
best. Put your hand down. Brinda ji, go ahead. Brinda,
Yes, Rajiv. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, cool. So I found a contractor who's ready to do my H1 transfer. Last time when I talked, I had that issue, right? So they're
Mhm.
ready to do H1 transfer. My question is, do I have to do H4 EAD transfer and all of that too, or just H1 transfer is good enough?
I usually put down at least the H4, not the H4 EAD. I
Okay,
usually renew the H4 also. There are some reasons for it. Okay.
okay, okay. And should I do it in premium or normal processing is good?
That's up to you
Okay,
or your employer to be more precise.
okay.
Okay. All the best, G. Billa, go ahead, please. Billa.
Hey, hi Rajiv ji.
Hello,
How
sir.
are you?
All good, G. All good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I filed I'll DOL for my previous employer and I have applied for the H1 transfer, the normal process. And I worked for 3 months in one of the company. and I have lost my job the last month, but the transfer process is still in process. So
Okay.
next month it will be like 2 months grace period will be completed. So what are the options? Like I want to do I need to transfer to the B2 or B1 visa when it is when the
Yeah.
H1B process is in still process?
Yeah, I think you should file the B1, B2 because what is the guarantee the H1 will be approved?
Okay.
If the H1B is approved, you can then come and talk to me. I might tell you to withdraw your B1, B2 depending upon the positioning of the case. But for your next step, I would file the B1, B2, sir.
Okay. So if I file the B1, B2 in the next month, maybe for example, if you take like in the January, if I get the job, can I transfer from B1, B2 to H1B again? Or
If the B1, B2 is approved, yes.
okay, but H1B is still in the process, right?
H1B is still in the process. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
Even though it is still in the process, I can transfer to the B1, B2. And if
Yes,
I get the job, I can transfer from B1, B2 to H1B.
that is correct. Only one caution.
Mhm.
If the B1, B2 is approved, then the H1B is approved. What is your status? Is it B1, B2 or H1B? The way I look at it, what do I care? If H1B is approved, I've got 60 days of grace period anyway. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All the best.
Thanks, Rajiv.
You're welcome. Put your hand down, please. Indranuj, go ahead. Indranuj, Billa, put your hand
Hi,
down.
hi, Rajiv ji. Thank you for doing this. I my question was, do we have any new data on recapturing H1B from outside US? I have valid visa. Regarding that 100K, do we have any new developments or any new
No,
data?
things have been a little dull because I think the processes are still in the works. The only additional information I got, which was a little unsettling, not a good thing, somebody had an H1B visa stamp already on their passport. They went to India and their employer and their lawyers filed for a transfer. And the government said, well, you're subject to 100,000. If you look at the language of the proclamation, well, his first H1B was filed and approved long time back. And he has an H1B visa stamp on his passport. Why would they want him to go through the 100,000? So it appears that being outside is the determinative factor, and it creates all kinds of issues which we don't really know, because this is the first time in my life I've seen where government is interpreting their own regulations, their own policy in a way that is completely unpredictable and on the fly. There is zero predictability in what they're going to do.
Got it. And is there any like this recapture of H1B can happen anytime in lifetime, like, or is
Yeah.
there any
So
expiry date to
when
this
you're talking about
recapture?
when you're talking about recapture, what you're saying is, if I was on H1B for 2 years and then I left, and after 5 years I want to take back my 5 years, can I do that? The answer is yes, and there's no time limit.
Got it, got it.
All right.
Yeah, so we can wait till this thing goes off.
This thing, if you mean Trump, yeah, exactly. All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Put your hand down. Soumya ji, go ahead.
Hi. So my H1 was filed this year my petition was picked and filed in June. I got laid off unfortunately on October 28th, and my petition was still processing. Um, my employer said they sent out a withdrawal request around November 1st, but I don't have any confirmation on that, but it was then approved on November 7th. So what are my next steps here? Because my F1 status has been marked as completed according to my DSO, and my H1 is also approved, and I haven't heard back about any withdrawal from USCIS.
Well, before we go anywhere else, just remind me of the dates. So your H1B was approved on which date?
To November 7th.
Effective which date?
November 7th.
Okay. And withdrawal was sent out on which date?
My employer said they're sending it out on November 1st.
Okay. So chances are you no longer have an H1B, or your H1B was withdrawn before it was approved, even though it looked like it was approved. Government will take the position that it was withdrawn before it was approved. Okay.
Okay.
The problem is you can't get back your SEVIS because until it is formally revoked, they won't reinstate your SEVIS.
Yeah.
And what is happening is while you are waiting for the darn revocation to occur, you are eating your unemployment days. That's the way I see it.
So while the revocation occurs, I'm technically on H1 status.
Or no, I could argue. I could argue that while you are waiting for your revocation to occur, you are eating your STEM OPT unemployment days. I don't think you are, but it can be argued, and I personally think that's a weak argument if the government makes that argument.
I'm not
One of
really.
the things, one of the
Sorry,
things you
go ahead.
can, one of the things you can do is connect with your employer, contact the local congressman's office, and see if they can expedite your revocation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really worried about STEM because I have enough unemployment days until my STEM ends. So my OPT ends before unemployment runs out.
Right. So, but in any case, it's nice to get that expedited.
Yeah.
All the best, you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Safwan Muhammad, go ahead, please.
Yes, good afternoon. I have a question. My employer gave me an option of either filing for the H1B petition or going for the EB2 employment-based process. So they are going to do either of them. I am currently on STEM OPT, and I have 22 months of work authorization from today.
Are you
So
Pakistan born?
no, I am Saudi Arabian born but Indian citizen. So I fall under the rest of the world category, but the problem is
The problem is if they'll either file H1B or file green
EB2.
card.
Yes. If they file H1B, if I get that picked up, that's full stop.
But they won't do the H1B transfer.
They will do the transfer, they will do everything, but after
Okay,
that,
what if it doesn't get picked up?
you will have another year. They will put it on the next year. I have 2 years, right?
And what if it doesn't get picked up the next year?
Then I'll have to work around. Like they will keep on doing it until the year. If I jump, if that doesn't happen in 2 years, then I have probably go to CPT.
It sounds like one of those jokes in a book or something. It doesn't make any sense.
I totally don't understand. That's the problem. But they are giving me now an option to go either with H1B or EB2. So if I go with EB2, that takes 20 months of form.
You may not have enough time to be safe.
Correct.
Okay.
So do you think it's advisable to go on day one CPT and do the EB2 process? And whenever the I-140 or I-485 is current, I can cancel the day one CPT and file the I-485.
This is an impossible situation. It makes no sense to me. I'm not sure I have a particular recommendation for you. If you want to, if you are on day one CPT or you leave the option of day one CPT open, you can do the EB2.
EB2. But I know you said it's unpredictable, but how things can change on the student visa? Like you cannot change on to the master's program again.
It so far looks like they are not touching CPT, but I don't know what tomorrow brings. Okay.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
Vasudevji, go ahead.
Hi Rajiv, can you hear me?
I can. Mohammadji, put your hand down.
Yeah, so recently my STEM OPT extension got denied because my university DSO forgot to recommend the STEM recommendation I-20.
Yeah.
So, and then also they issued the gap for consular processing that I was applied for, which is wrong. And the service team is fixing for that. So meanwhile, my deadline, comes and then I applied for the, motion to reopen without the I-20. So my question is like, USCIS will allow me to, send the I-20 later when I get the I-797 receipt notice?
No, almost certainly not. Because if you are converting to student status, I-20 is required evidence.
Yeah, so unfortunately, service team haven't been fixed, so it's the mistake from their side. So most probably they won't allow us.
Most probably they won't.
So then after I'm thinking to do a day one CPT. So I mean, still the motion reopen is pending, can I go for this day one CPT, or I have to wait for the decision, then only I have to go to day one CPT?
Okay, wait on 1 second. It's now 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. We have more than enough people whose questions I can answer, so we won't be admitting any other people, folks. See you next Thursday, okay? Sorry about that. So, Vasudevji, your situation appears to be a little out of the ordinary. It seems to be a bunch of mistakes. Have you talked to your DSO about letting you take 3 or 4 extra credits and extending your graduation date?
Yeah, I did. So they're backing up me for the credentials or whatever the if there's option to go for masters again, they are supporting me. But the question is like I have to wait until my STEM OPT extension decision comes, or else meanwhile can go ahead and then join just so is that possible basically?
Well, one of the things you can consider is just um, upgrading your STEM to premium processing, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, for the motion reopen, it didn't show me, to for the
MTR, you can't do premium. MTR, you can't do premium. Is
also
your
I have an
service
option.
is
Yeah,
your service currently closed, or is it still
it's still
active?
inactive with the cap gap, which is wrong, and then service team is fixing. We inform them.
Well, the school can the school roll you over to another program or just allow you 3-4 credits in the existing program?
Definitely they'll do that. They'll support me because they're done a couple
So
of
talk to
mistakes.
them, because one of the ways you can do it is to delay your graduation date and then apply for. Were you applying for OPT or STEM OPT? STEM OPT, right?
STEM OPT, yeah. One first initial
Yeah,
one
that
will
won't work.
gone.
That won't work because you'll be out of the deadline for applying for STEM OPT.
Yeah. Also, I'm waiting for the H1B, consular. I mean, premium approve. I mean, for that, I'm pushing. I mean, I did that. So waiting for the H1B petition
Hold
from.
on. Did
Yeah.
you, when you applied for your H1B, did you apply it? Uh, you said you didn't apply it change of status. You applied it as.
Correct. Consular.
I think you should change it to change of status.
I mean, the decision is not come. So meanwhile, can I go ahead and do, no, right?
You can try. There is
Okay.
no harm in your lawyers reaching out to the USCIS customer service to see if they can convert the case. I doubt they can. But once the decision comes, then you should refile it as change of status.
Okay. So I have to go to India and then get it stamped and then back to,
You'll be subject to 100,000. That is the problem.
Oh, okay. So what if like if my college
But
allows,
I'm not going to be able to give you a whole lot more time
right, right.
because I don't have a lot of solutions for you.
Okay.
Simple issue is until your service is currently suspended, there's not much I can do about that. Your H1B is already filed. It should have been filed. Change of status. I never do, even during the time the Trump administration had not stepped in. I always did H1Bs with change of status. It was hardly ever advisable to postpone the status. So I'm not going to give you a lot of information on this. Next action is simply as soon as the H1B is approved, file it again with a change of status. Okay.
Sure, sure. So the step
I'm
like
going to have to move on, Vasudevji.
okay, okay, sure.
All
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you.
Sahilji, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Great service. Actually, we talked about this case last week. This is about the H1B revocation. My company filed on 25th of September, and I wanted to go back on F1 and haven't received my revocation letter yet. So the thing is that I have my last date of OPT 150 days is like 28th of November, 28th of November. So and I don't know what status I'm on, so probably 30th of November could be my H1B's 60 days grace period thing, unemployed per days thing. So I was hoping to understand if I file my H1B transfer and if I get a notice from the government that we have received your case, can I start working on the same day?
What was your H1B approval date?
It was May of 12th.
May of 12th.
Yes,
But
May 12th, because I did expedited processing, premium processing, so it got
but what was the effective date? October 1st?
correct. Yes.
Was your revocation sent before or after October 1st?
Yes, it was sent before October 1st, and the USCIS has confirmed that it is going to go on 20th of, or like they have received on 25th of September.
Yeah, I don't think you can transfer the H1B because they're going to revoke that.
They will revoke it.
Yep.
So, I just wanted to ask if I can buy time and stay in the country by going on any other visas till my F1 gets reinstated. Because if I go out of like,
No, the problem is if you change status, then your F1 is already gone.
okay, and if I do an like H1B transfer, then while
Yeah.
for to wait.
It won't work because it'll be revoked. So not an easy answer for you. Only thing you can hope for is to get the revocation put into
Within
place
time.
and go back to your OPT. I would argue for you that I'm not burning my unemployment days because I'm not on OPT.
Correct. And I already have an offer of 3rd of November. I was not able to work because I didn't have a revocation notice.
Yep. So only thing you can do is get together with your employer, see if a congressman's office can help the revocation. Because the congressman won't work on your
Correct.
behalf. Okay.
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you, Rajiv ji.
You're welcome, Ji. Alankhya ji, go ahead. Alankhya.
Hello, Rajiv sir. I had a question regarding H1B. So, I got laid off October 31st, and I'm currently on H1B. I have it stamped, but I have until December 31st to get a job. If I submit a request to switch to B2 and I have the receipt, can I travel back home and then come back to the US with that receipt? Or
No,
when,
absolutely not.
got it. Or when I'm back home, will my B2 will keep processing after I've
No,
left the US? Okay.
no. When the moment you step out, B2 is automatically abandoned.
Got it. So the best approach will be either if I leave US, my H1B is abandoned. That means I have to go back home
And
and
you
apply.
also have the 100,000 hanging over your head.
Even if I have completed my education here.
What does that matter?
Gotcha. So if I want to come back to the US on a B1, B2, then I have to file it separately in the US, in India then.
In India. And
Yeah.
they are going to be very cautious about giving B1, B2s because they don't want people to enter and change status to H1.
Okay, got it. So, but either way, if I go back home, I am giving up on my H1B, right? So it's going to be invalid after that.
I don't know what tomorrow brings, but
Okay.
looking at the situation today, 2 lawsuits pending against the proclamation phasing out in September of next year, the proclamation being applied in an inconsistent manner. Keeping all this in mind, who knows?
Got it. So the best approach is to stay here and then change to B2,
I
file
think
it.
so.
Okay.
I think. All
Thank
right.
you.
All the best. Put your
Yes,
hand
sir.
down, please. Onkar ji. Onkar
Hello.
Suryavanshi.
Yes. Hi, Rajiv. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Recently, I was on F1 visa. This March, I got my H1B selected.
Okay, hold on. Get closer to
So,
your microphone and speak a little slowly because I'm missing some words.
nice. Right now,
One
I'm on
second.
the flight, so sorry for that.
Acha,
But
Onkar ji, 1 second. Guys who are waiting in the waiting room, I'm sorry, but we have stopped admitting people. We have enough people for today. We'll do it next Thursday.
yes.
Onkar ji, go ahead. Let's try again. Omkar?
Yes. Yeah, recently, I got my H1B selected. And right now, I'm going through change of status. I'm in US. Jan, second week, I have my interview in Kenya.
I have no idea what you said. Too fuzzy.
Jan, hello.
Hello, Rajiv ji. I can speak on behalf of him. He's currently actually traveling and he's not in network. Is that okay?
Yeah. Omkar ji, yeah, you are related to Omkar?
Yeah, I'm his sister.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
sister, go ahead.
Yeah. So actually, myself, Aishwarya, and thank you for letting me talk about this. So basically, he's actually on F1 visa and currently got approved H1B. He is going back to India to get stamps and interview done on a second week of January. But
1 second. Would he not be subject to the 100,000? Did he file his petition before September? Obviously, he did.
yeah,
So if he filed before September, and he filed it. I read this proclamation explanation every day, and I'm still not, I'm not clear what it really says. Let me read it one more time real quickly.
Okay.
So it says, the proclamation applies to new H1B petitions filed, so that's not the issue. It also applies to people who are outside. Okay. If a petition filed at or after September 21st requests a change of status, does not apply to any previously issued and currently valid H1B visas or any petition submitted to prior to 12:01 a.m. I think it should be okay.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah,
but the issue over here is his company, he's going to change their name on 1st of January.
the name change is a minor thing, Aishwarya ji.
Okay.
Because what happens is if the tax ID remains the same and it is just a change of name, the lawyers can give a letter along with the proper filings that were done to do a name change. A
Okay.
name change is a very minor thing. That is not a big deal.
Yeah, and EIN number is still the same. So you just recommend to
Yeah.
ask company lawyer to give the letter, and that
Give
should
a
be fine.
letter along with any documents they can show that come from the government
Okay.
that there was a name change filed and approved.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
That sounds great. Yeah, thank you. Thank
All
you
the
so much.
best. You're welcome. Mugila ji? Mugila. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Mugila.
Yes, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much. Actually, can you hear me?
Is it Mugila or Mujila?
Mugila.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So I'm on right now H1B visa. My I-94 is expired already, and my H1B extension is in progress with my current employer. So am I allowed to switch my employer now?
Yeah, there's a
Because they're not.
problem with that. So first of all, was your H1B extension filed when you were still in status?
Yes.
Okay. The problem that you have now is if you do a change of employers, right? First of all, if everything is denied and you have to go and get a visa stamping done, are you subject to the 100,000? And the answer is maybe. Why? Because the way the government has written the proclamation, it says if you file a petition or a new petition, when you file a transfer, it is a new petition in the sense that it's a transfer to another employer. If you do it within USA, there's no problem. But if you're outside USA, let's say your status is denied. Why? Because you file your second or you file your H1B transfer after your current status expires.
Yes.
Right? And then your current employer either withdraws or your H1B is denied. Then you will get an H1B approved, but you have to go for visa stamping. With the new
Okay, I am
employer.
I am within US only. So
No, you're not following. If your current H1B is denied,
okay,
for whatever reason, and your transfer is still pending when first one is denied, or even it's close to adjudication, then the transfer will be approved, but you'll have to go for visa stamping.
Okay.
That's the problem. So what should you do? Wait till this transfer comes through, then make your plans.
Okay, Rajiv. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's just disgusting to be able to not to be able to definitively tell people where it's gonna go, but that's kind of what we are dealing with. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All the best, Jim. Asim ji, go ahead, Asim.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Perfect, thank you. So right now I'm in a conundrum of applying for EB1 visa. I see based on the criterias, I do approve for like three of the checklist. That is like I have citations, I have research paper published, and my research paper is also been published in like the media, which is like a national ranking media. So I was wondering whether it's a good time for me to apply, or should I wait for like more credentials?
No. Yes, wait for more credentials. I filed a case with 7 criteria met, 600,000 base salary, and I got an RFE that was 10-page long.
Okay, makes sense. Also, with regards to this, if I go for EB2 and I'm currently in F1 visa, so my F1 is non-immigrant, but EB2 is like showing an immigrant intent.
Yeah,
So is it okay
it
to
can,
travel?
it can
Okay,
create an issue.
okay,
Historically, it hasn't. Other administrations took the position that students are still building their careers. They may not exactly know which direction they are headed. So we are going to give them a little bit of leeway. But under this administration, who knows what's going to happen? Normally, what happens is if you apply for a student status and or you are in student status and you apply for a EB1 or EB2, as long as you don't travel, you should be okay. Okay.
yeah,
But this is a difficult thing to decide. What I would recommend is um, if you qualify for EB1, then you also qualify for O1. So you can convert to O1 from F1.
okay, makes sense. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
All the best. Shubhangi ji, go ahead. Shubhangi?
हेलो
हाँ जी.
हाँ जी हेलो राजीव जी
सादर प्रणाम. Good to see your face जी. कैसे हो आप?
प्रणाम प्रणाम सत श्री अकाल जी मुझे आई रिमेम्बर आपने मुझे बोला था कि मेरा ले ऑफ के अभी हुआ था लास्ट वीक लास्ट डे था मेरा 14 नवंबर को तो उसके बाद आई एम ऑन H1B बी राइट नाउ एंड सिंगल सो नो स्पाउस सो नो H4 ऑप्शन सो you told me to move to D1 CPT like F1 that was your suggestion. I'm a little concerned about that. I'm thinking of doing B2 instead. So, do you think that's also all right?
देखिए, this is the way I look at it. If somebody was already on student status, rolling on to a CPT is so easy. There's no USCIS involved. They can just take their service to another program. Okay. However, if somebody is on H1B and they are trying to convert to F1, there is always the chance it could be denied.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. B2 clause could also be denied, but so far I have not seen a B2 denial. At least not
Right.
in. Okay.
And I'm a little concerned about these universities that do day one CPT or with Trump administration. I'm like, pata nahi kya, like this is a
No,
little.
I don't think that's a major issue if the universities are relatively well known and not for the wrong reasons. Ideally, Shubhangi ji, the reason I like F2 is, or F1 is, if you convert to F1, you could do it premium processing. Okay. And when you want to convert back to H1B, having a status already in hand is very important.
Okay,
So
I
B2
see.
could stay pending for 5 months or 6 months or 7 months, more than the time you asked for. Most B2s are getting approved relatively quickly in about 3 months. So no matter what choice you make, there are no perfect choices here.
And if I convert right now and I'm getting a job right now, moving from H1 to H1, right? But I don't do premium processing, right? Because like my employer is like, it's okay, we don't care, we just want to fill the spot.
Hold on. So if your H1 transfer is filed within the 60-day grace period,
Hanji, yes.
you can start working upon filing.
Even if it's not approved?
Yeah, you don't have to wait for approval. That's the rule.
Oh, I see. But I
So
can
that's
also
why they are saying we don't need to do premium.
they're like relaxed because like why do we have to pay for it?
Yeah, I agree. I agree if they are comfortable with that.
And then I start working, right? But I can also like wait till I start working, right? Because like I'm on pending status.
You can.
Okay, so I can also wait. So it's basically like okay, that's good to know. And then when the H1B, like if it gets denied, for instance, like if we have not done premium processing, it gets denied, right? Can I still apply for B2 at that time?
You're out. You're out. Because you're out of status immediately.
Oh, but okay, so I can just apply for B2 in the backup, right? Behind the scenes. With my H1B
This is
is on
very
pending.
complicated. I'm not going to be able to cover everything you need to know.
Okay,
It's
no
something you
worries.
need to talk to your H1B lawyers about. But yeah, B2 can be filed as a backup, but the timing has to be right. If B2 gets approved after H1B, you have a problem. So I won't be able to cover everything.
Got
It's a
it. Got it.
long discussion. All right.
No, that
So
makes sense.
immediate next action, if you can get an H1B transfer filed within 60-day grace period, go for it.
Yeah, but I'm now saying I should do premium processing then rather than like.
I think it gives you peace of mind.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, thank you so much.
Plus, when you get the approval, if there is later on a severing of the relationship, if the employment ends, you again have 60-day grace period. But if it is not approved, you don't get 60. That's why you are out of status the very next day. Approve होना जरूरी है.
Yeah, but then I'm also just premium processing I can apply, but if I've not received the response right away, I'll just like in my 60 days grace period, I can apply premium processing in 3 weeks, for instance, right? My January 13th is my last date. So if I don't get the response, then I can apply for B2 because hopefully the H1B approval will be before B2 approval. So I'll still be in status. That's okay. That makes sense. Thank you so much. This is very good
And
information.
one last thing, when you apply for H1B and your B2 is pending, I attach a letter from the individual in the H1B package. If my H1B is approved with change of status, consider my B2 to be withdrawn.
Oh, I see. Okay, you can do that.
I do it. I don't know if you can, but I do it.
Well, I have to talk to my employer for that, right? To attach that in the packet.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All the best. हाँ यार ऐनक लगाई लूं पता नहीं लग रहा किसका देख रहा हूं. Akash ji, go ahead, please.
Hello, hi Rajiv sir. Firstly, thanks for doing this sessions for us. I'll quickly make you go through my situation. So
Thank you for showing your face, Akash ji.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, right. It's long, so I'll try to keep it short. My H1B got approved in June. I got my I-797, everything. I got laid off in August. My company
And you are a quota case, I assume.
is change of status.
Oh, so no, but did you already have an H1B or was this a lottery case?
Oh no, I'm on initial OPT. Like this is my first year after graduation.
Got
I
it.
got
All
it
right. So
picked in
you
first
get
attempt.
approved, you get your 797A, and then you get laid off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My
Then what
company
happened?
filed the revocation on 29th of August, which received to Nebraska office on 5th of September. I have UPS tracking ID. Just today morning, I have been following for a long time, for last 80 days, whatever. Today morning, I got call, my manager got call from USCIS officer, and he said that we lost the revocation packet, basically, the petition. We don't have anything to revoke. And my college is saying you need to get an approval to bounce back on F1.
Yeah.
So very first question is what status I am on right now.
Nobody knows.
Okay.
Okay. So what you should do is what I just told somebody, contact your employer, connect with the congressman's office, join the employer in requesting an expedited revocation.
They ain't helping. They are like, there is no relation between
There's
you.
nothing you can do.
All right. Nothing I can do. DSO is not helping. DSO provided me with an audio recording proof with SCVP saying, see, we have tried our best. This is the proof. SCVP is not.
They can't do anything. I know that.
All right. Then I was assuming, I don't know how and why, that till 30th November, I am on some grace period, 60 days. Doesn't make sense, I know. Is it worth staying in December also? Considering my STEM starts on 4th of Jan, I have to file STEM before 4th of Jan. Even if somehow I get my
You
F1.
can't even file STEM, no? But when your service is
Yeah.
not active, how are you going to file?
So the next thing okay, I get it. And is there any way I can, anyhow, day one CPT or some other visa status I can bounce on to?
I doubt that very much. Because your status has gone into a limbo. I mean, you can, I wonder if you can do an F1 reinstatement and do a CPT.
F1 reinstatement. Okay. And
talk to your DSO, ask them, can we do an F1 reinstatement? And this is such a good ground for reinstatement because you are the guys who screwed everything up with your bad procedures. Okay.
Okay.
So I think if you reinstate into a CPT, that might be a way out, but I doubt you can. At least try it.
Right. And the
You
last,
have a F1 visa stamp on your passport?
I do.
Still valid?
Yes.
Talk to your DS about this option.
Okay.
Say, Rajiv, one of the lawyers is saying that what if we issue you a new I-20 for another program and you go outside to Mexico, come back, reinstating your F1 and start the new program? You will lose your STEM OPT, you will lose your previous status, but maybe worth it. At least you're back in F1 status, right?
Right. And the last thing would be like, what if my company files another revocation now? Basically, it's after October 1.
It's taking too long.
Yeah, and my STEM is like around the corner.
Yeah, it's taking too long. All right.
So F1 reinstatement. Yeah. Thank you so much,
That's
sir.
what makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Best of luck, Jay.
Thank you.
Bhargav ji, go ahead. Jay, put your hand down, please. Bhargav ji, go ahead.
Rajiv ji, it was Akash speaking, not me.
Hello. It was Akash, not Jay. Oh, sorry, Jay, I thought I had already talked to Bhargav ji. 1 second. I'll get to you. Jay Modi, have I talked to you?
No, sir.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Jay, go ahead. How can I help you?
Yeah, thank you, Rajiv ji. We talked about this last week that I was laid off during September, got an offer. I'm on H1B, got an offer during October, but ran out of time due to government shutdown and they could not file my H1B transfer in time.
Okay.
And now I'm on pending B2. So this week, my new employer has filed the H1B petition. Now the question is, uh, what happens if H1B change of status is denied due to pending B2? In the packet, they have mentioned that please adjudicate B2 case before adjudicating the H1B case. But what if they ignore that request and they deny change of status? What are my options? I have a valid visa stamp in my passport.
एक सेकंड यार, ये मैंने क्या पंगा डाल दिया. 1 second. Okay, I was just looking at. All right. This is these questions have become so difficult to answer simply because law that was already quite fuzzy to begin with has been made 10 times fuzzier with all the bad procedures. Okay, let's parse your situation again one by one. Your H1B was approved on which date?
It is not approved yet. It is filed this week.
It is filed this week, and this is the transfer.
Yeah, but I am on pending B2. My old H1, my 60-day grace period is over.
Okay, so you're getting a new employer.
Yes.
To file an H1B.
Yes.
Your H1B was approved before 25.
My which H1? The previous H1B?
Previous H1B.
Yeah, it was approved like in 2023.
2023. Okay. So when you got laid off, you converted to B1, B2, which is still pending.
Yes.
Okay. 60-day grace period is over.
Yes.
And a new employer is applying for your H1B and they are going to ask for an accommodation because of government closing.
They just asked that please adjudicate B2 before H1. I asked them to use the language for requesting
Yeah,
premium
they
pay,
should have covered both angles.
but they said
Because
that notice does not apply to the transfer cases, and they said we don't
no, that
complicate the
notice says if somebody's H1B filing has been delayed, it doesn't say new cases or old cases, none of that.
Yeah, but they also said that we will take care of it if there's if there is any RFE due to that. But they said they don't want to complicate the
Okay,
case
so
right now.
what is the feedback you want from me, Modi ji?
So what should I do if my H1B is approved but change of status is denied?
File it again as a change of status. Because
Okay.
if you have to go outside USA, are you going to be subject to 100,000? Who knows?
Okay. So you are saying they can again file my H1B with change of status?
Yep.
And
And
do they have to do
requesting
it?
accommodation because of the government closure.
Okay, got it. And my B2 application is it's pending since 1 month. And I requested the B2 period only for 4 months. I never thought that it might come this close. Is that fine if the B2 approval
Yeah,
happens
I
after
think so.
that? Okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay. And within all this chaos, when do I need to decide if I need to extend my B2?
before the 4 months are over.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.
All right. All the best, Ji.
Thank you.
Bhargav Ji, sorry about that. Go ahead now.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rajiv ji, for this.
Thank
My
you for
straight
coming
question.
on camera. I appreciate it. Tell me.
Thank you so much. I'm actually
How-
badly in need of your suggestion.
how bolo?
So I'm an Indian-born Australian.
Okay.
So I'm on E3 visa. So it's pretty flexible. That's fine. I came to US in April with my work authorization
Mhm.
permits.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, my job ended in September 30th.
Okay.
And I got a new opportunity, but
Mhm.
the start date is January 5th.
So it's more than 60 days after the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what my new employer said is because this is E3 and it has to be approved before I start the job.
I
So
don't remember that. I think he's there, right?
yes, for Mexicans, Canadians, TN visa and D3 visa, it has to be approved before I
Yeah,
join.
because AC21 doesn't apply. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they said is they are aligning their E3 petition submission with respect to the joining date. So they are technically saying they will submit the petition in December.
Okay, hold on. It's not too complicated. Look, even if the status is denied for some reason, why can't you just go to Canada or Mexico and get an E3 visa and come in?
Sir, unfortunately, with respect to this home country thing, I have to go back to Australia only. I
They might
can't.
accommodate E3s. You can check with the consulate. And if you have to go to Australia, so what?
That is also fine, sir. I can still do that. But my thing is, so they told me by the time they apply the submission, they want me to show that I'm legally here. Okay.
Who is they? The employers?
I mean, the new employer.
That's quite idiotic. They are the ones who are in charge of the being legal or not.
Exactly. But they told before the submission, so they are planning in December to submit the petition. But from November 30th, say some December 20th or so, they need the evidence of my legal status. So they are recommending me to go for B2 status. I mean, to apply for B2 visitor, or just basically they are asking me to show the legal status evidence. That's all.
Why
Before.
does it sound like the employers are illiterate? They have no idea what they're doing. They have lawyers.
Unfortunately, the attorney themselves called me like they can't really
There
suggest
must be a
some.
reason. I mean, obviously, this can't be so dumb. There must
Yeah.
be a reason. Must be maybe some kind of government contracts or something.
Yes, sir. And also one more thing. So I went to, because there's a 60 days grace period and then it's already 50 days now. So I discussed the same thing with my older employer. I mean,
Okay, let's
the
fast
current
forward to
employer.
what is the bottom line so I
Okay,
can.
so basically, what I asked is about if I can work for this time, and he's like, they need to file the new LCA with the same job duties, everything. Only the client changes there. So, is it possible for me to work for another 1 month, just with LCA?
I don't understand the situation, but
Mhm.
generally speaking, LCA alone is not enough to work. Okay. When you
Okay.
say work an additional 1 month, are you talking about continuing to work for the old employer?
Yes.
And they are just basically everything is the same. They're just changing the client.
Yes.
And you are providing services to an end client.
Yes.
So in principle, in that situation, you still have your E3, right? It's not been
Correct.
revoked.
Correct.
Okay. Even the LCA change should not be necessary
Right.
because
Okay.
it's your employer who's the host of the services.
Right. So I
Okay.
can just
It's like,
start working.
yeah. So for example, Deloitte. Okay. Say Deloitte has 3 clients, X, Y, and Z, and the type of work is the same. Let's say you are working with, I don't know, SAP.
Right.
Okay. And you are working from home. It doesn't matter where the work comes from and where it is delivered. Ultimately, you are working from home and you are
Correct.
reporting to Deloitte. There should be
Correct.
no problem. It is the
Okay.
same.
Okay. Sir, so bottom, do you recommend me to go for B1, B2 just for this 20 days, or just file a B1, B2, or just work for the current employer?
Just work for the current employer.
Right.
All right.
Till the submission. Okay. All right.
Because the employer is the same. The
Right.
end client changes, but the work is the same. Where you are working from is the same. There's no change necessary. I just had a case like this last week.
Okay.
And
That's
they work
perfect.
for the government. They are actually extra careful about not violating status. And their lawyers talked to me and said, there's no violation of status here.
Okay,
Everything is
sir,
the same.
if my current employer doesn't agree with this, is it recommended to go for B2 just to apply, just for to show the legal status?
You could. I think it's crazy, but yeah, you could.
Right, sure.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Madhurji, go ahead, Madhur.
Hello, Rajiv ji. I spoke to you some time back right here. So my follow-up question was that what can one expect in an interview call? It's just work related.
What kind of interview call?
So for an I-485 interview call that is backed
No,
by
it's usually
Yeah.
quite perfunctory. It's just a waste of time, frankly.
Okay.
They just go over the form. Have you ever done prostitution? Have you ever killed anybody? Are you a terrorist? I mean,
And having just one, so I have a driving license since 2015, but I have only one ticket
yeah,
for
one ticket is no issue at all.
Okay.
Unless you killed somebody. It was just a
Just
speeding
a
ticket.
traffic, yes.
You should be all right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And then if I get an interview call, my wife is also on my petition, should I just take her too? Because my kids
Yeah,
are
both of you are
not
required to
since
go. They'll send
Okay.
a notice for both of you.
Both. Okay. Thank you.
All right. All the best, Ji. Imanji, go ahead. Iman.
Hello, sir.
Another
Hi.
face. Today is my day of faces. How are you, Iman?
So I'll quickly jump to the question. So I was a postdoc on J1 visa till 17th of August 2025. Now,
Okay.
before my J1 visa expired, like on 8th of August, I filed I-539 for change of status from J1 to B2.
1 second. Was your J1 subject to 212E home residency or not?
Yes, it was subject, but in the 2024 proclamation, it
skills
removed.
list.
And
You were
I
on the
also
skills
got
list.
advisory opinion, like I have letter that shows I'm no longer subject.
So the reason I asked, because you can't do change of status if you're subject to 212E.
Yes, right. So then then I continued living in the US, and a few weeks back I got another offer like from another university, and they are ready to sponsor me academic H1B with premium processing.
Okay.
So they have started reviewing the documents and things. Now the thing is that 2 days back I got a notice from a USCIS for request for evidence, like for my J1 to B2 petition.
Okay.
So, so my question is that, can this affect my H1B application? Like, I mean, usually even if the B2 application is pending and if H1B is filed on premium processing, both gets approved. But in this
No.
situation,
That's not a given. That used to be under Biden administration.
okay.
Now nobody knows what they are going to do. So the question is, because see, you're in between statuses. Your 60-day grace period is over, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's over.
So you are in between statuses. They can't convert you in the new case from suspense status to H1B. That's very unlikely. You can
Okay.
try, but if they deny and you have to go out, then you have the 100,000 problem.
100K. Okay, so it's better to get the B2 approved. So it's better to answer this like evidence questions
That you
that
should. That you should anyway.
Yeah, that I should finish first and then ask the employer to file the H1B.
That's right. Or you can discuss it with your lawyers how they want to handle it. If they feel that they are going to request premium everything and the request will come through, great. But what
But
if it
can
doesn't? What if it
but
doesn't? They don't do the B2. Then they'll give you the H1B without change of status.
yes, then that's going to be a problem.
No, but you can still do it this way. Okay, they give it to you without change of status. You sit tight. B2 is approved. File H1B again. This time ask for change of status.
Sorry, I didn't get that. So they
So,
apply first.
ma'am, just because the change of status has been denied, it's not a permanent thing.
Okay, I can apply for it again.
When B2 is approved, you apply for it again.
Okay.
But the lawyers have to be on board with that because they'll be spending money twice.
Okay, I can get that. But the other situation is to get the B2 approved first,
And
and
then file
then
H1B.
since I still have time. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Harshji, go ahead. Harsh.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Imanji,
sir.
lower your hand.
Yes, sir. So, actually, what happened is on October 6th, my H1B got approved, sir. And on October 31st, I got laid off. So, the company who filed my H1B and the company where I was working was like around 6 months before I was on STEM OPT, and now I'm on H1B. So basically, it's an contract job through a Desi employer. So what happened is on 31st last week, uh, when I asked him, I want to go for new employer because I got a new full-time job. He denied that, and on the same day, he sent a withdrawal to the UCIS. On the same day, I got a paycheck also from the same company,
Okay.
whichever the hours which I worked for. So his attorney emailed me saying that we have done your H1B withdrawal, and you don't have 60 days grace period, and you are out of status. So why I am not eligible for 60 days grace period, sir? And
That is a suspense to me. I don't understand why you don't have 60-day grace period. When does your H1 expire? It's still a few years off, right?
sir, yeah, sir, my H1B is approved just 1 month back, sir, October 6th,
Yeah,
2025.
so you should definitely have 60-day grace period. I
But
have no
but
idea why they are saying that.
but they are saying, but the what they are saying is on October 31st, they the employer is actively withdrawing, and the last date is also same. So when the actively withdrawing and
Actively withdrawing has zero meaning. It's
oh,
like saying I'm actively, I don't know, breathing. This is something automatic. Just because you put the word actively on top of it doesn't make it any more serious.
okay, so it means this they are making me scared to not to go and not that's it, right?
Yeah, they are just trying to. And I'm just very unhappy with the lawyer who does stupid stuff like that because that's unethical.
Okay, sir. Last question, sir. So he's not giving my approval copy, and he's also not giving my 31st generated pay slip, sir. So, but I have past 5 months pay stubs, and I genuinely worked, and I have the timesheets. Like for the contract role, we have to give the timesheet to the employer and the vendor, right? So I have the timesheets, I have the work, and I have the bank statement where the
Okay,
money
hold
go.
on, hold on. You're giving me too many facts. I don't need those.
Okay.
Bottom line is this.
Okay, sir.
The fact is that you should have 60-day grace period. I don't see why not.
Okay.
Number two, the fact that they have not given you a copy of the approval notice. Do you have your receipt number at least?
Yes, sir. I have the receipt number, but I don't know whether the receipt number is genuine or also not because he sent me on WhatsApp, and I don't know that whether that is the receipt number same or not.
Okay. So what you can take a drastic action. You can file complaint with ICE, Immigration
Okay.
and Custom Enforcement, with
Okay.
USCIS, and with the local police, saying that they are holding on to your documents.
Okay.
Because under the law, they are required to give you a copy of your LCA.
Okay.
They are required to give you a copy of your approval notice,
Okay.
and they are required to give you your original I-94.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
So you can
So
file a police complaint saying that they are not giving. Now, what happens with these three complaints is when you transfer your H1B, we don't know if it is genuine or not, but if you transfer your H1B, you will be able to provide copies of these 3 complaints showing why you don't have access to your papers.
Oh, okay. But the pay stubs, that doesn't work. That doesn't help. The pay stub, I mean
The
the
pay
bank
stub
statement.
helps a little bit, but you still don't have the approval notice, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best. Vaishnavi ji, go ahead.
Hello, sir. So my I-140 got approved on my priority date is Jan 2023. It was under EB1C. So current date of filing is April 2026. So I was able to file my AOS and I got my biometric schedule for November
Okay.
2025. So the thing is now I got laid off. My termination date is till Feb 2026. So
Okay.
what happens to my I-485 and I-7 EAD, GCEAD application?
So the law says if your I-140 is approved and your I-485 remains pending for 180 days, you can take a same or similar job with any employer and carry your green card over.
Okay.
Okay. So read up on this. This is called AC-21 portability.
Got it. So what if I get my GCEAD in that case, irrespective of my priority date and irrespective of my H1 status, can I move to some other company or can I stay without work? Is that
You
even an
you
option?
can do both. This
Okay.
is again a fairly lengthy discussion.
Okay.
That's why I said read up on this. You can go to USCIS. Let me give you the exact link where you need to go. USC Policy Manual Adjustment of Status, 245A adjustment, or is it employment-based adjustment? One of the two. Let me double check both of them. Yes. Let me see if I can post the link. You have to read the section. I think it's E as in elephant. इतनी बार पढ़ चुका हूँ. I even remember the
I'm sorry.
section. जी.
Sorry. No, I was just waiting for your link.
Give me one moment.
So essentially, you mean I would be able to stay in US if
Yeah.
my GCAD, if I get my GCAD before my termination date, right?
Absolutely.
Got it. And if I don't, I would probably have an option to continue my employment with some other employer and continue my application process. My application gets continued.
That is correct. It just has to stay approved unrevoked for 180 days. If the employer is being a real schmuck, they might want to revoke your I-140. I hope they don't do that.
So most probably they won't revoke it. In case they won't revoke it and I don't get my GCAD approved by...
Okay, hold on. Before you do anything else, click on that link that I posted in chat and read up on that. Okay?
Got it. Okay, sir. Thank you. I'll do that.
You're welcome. All the best, Ji.
Thanks.
Yeah, please put your hand down. Krishna Ji, go ahead. Krishna Hemant.
Hi, Rajiv ji. We had spoken last week, and I also sent you a message on LinkedIn. Thank you for that. So I just wanted to follow up and ask. So my
Hold on. Krishna Ji. Yeah, the second Krishna Ji. Yeah, I said Krishna Hemant. Okay. Haji Krishna Ji.
yeah. So my employer finally he told me that he's laying me off, and my last day would be November 30th.
Okay.
And I asked you if B2 was safe, and you said it's pretty safe right now. My
So far,
only,
yeah.
yeah, and apparently the NTAs are not being issued now.
No.
Okay. So my question was, would you recommend me to go through my 60 days or like 45 days first and
No.
then change to B2?
No, apply for B2 as soon as possible.
Okay,
right.
that's taken care of. Second is, if my H1B is up, suppose I get a job soon, and if my H1B is approved and my B2 is denied, what would the situation
Yeah,
look like?
I don't want to get into that. When it is denied, contact me.
Okay.
Yeah. So next 2 steps are clear. File your B2 and keep looking for a job. All right.
Okay. And if I end up going to India after 60 days and find a new H1B petitioner, so I'll be subject to 100K?
Probably yes.
Okay, that
All right.
answers all my questions. Yeah,
All the
thank
best.
you.
Yeah, some discussions are long, and I've done them
Got
so
it.
many times. You can just
Got it.
listen to the past hearings and past conversations. You'll find them all.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
All the best, G.
Thank you.
Yeah, these days, because of Google's AI, by the way, if our videos have that ask,
Okay.
there's a built-in Gemini feature. If not, you can go to the Gemini AI,
Sure.
their Google's, whatever you call them, dashboard. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can copy and paste one by one the links to various videos, and it will analyze the video and tell you at which timestamp which discussion is taking place.
Okay. Okay, that helps.
All the
Thank you,
best.
Rajiv ji. Thank
You're
you.
welcome,
Bye.
Ji. जय नाम बसरा. अरे शक्ल दिखा रही है क्या बात.
Hello, Rajiv ji. I recently got my STEM OPT approved, and
जी.
currently I have no plans to basically leave the country or say visit India. And I've
ठीक.
written a book, and manuscript is ready, and I'm wanting to publish. Now I want to know that if I can publish it here, why I am in the States, and monetize it. If yes, and if no, can I monetize it under Indian credentials? I mean, using someone else's account in
You
India.
see, I think it's the same problem whether you monetize it through somebody or through yourself. If anything, trying to do it in an underhanded way could be far more damaging for you. Publishing books has become problematic. It didn't used to be, because we used to be able to consider them to be academic activities and not something that we need to worry about. But nowadays, it's so difficult to predict which way it's going to go. So if you could publish a book without monetizing, that would be the best thing for you.
Okay. So if I publish it for free here, and then can I market it actively over my LinkedIn or anything? That's fine.
No, I think the problem is getting the money. The problem is not the marketing. You can publicize your book as much as you want, as long as you don't get paid for it.
Okay. And then later on, if I switch to H1B, then can I use it as
Same
an
problem.
evidence if I'm getting the reviews or say media articles and to build my own profile, basically?
Yeah, that you can. Just don't get any money out of it. Get as much publicity as you like. That's not a
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All the best, G. Rohan Ji, go ahead, Rohan.
Hello, sir. We talked a couple of weeks ago. I had questions on my B1 and F1. Like I was laid off on October 30,
Okay.
on November 3rd, and my last date of employment was November 14. I've been actively interviewing, but there is a high chance that it will spill over to my 60 days period.
Okay.
I had previously taken day one CPT, uh, and which I left in between as soon as my H1B got approved. Uh, so now I had two options, like one is B2 and another is going back to the same school. I reached out to the DSO. They said you just need a new I-20 and new service record. So for that, maybe you might want to apply for F1 again. But I'm confused that like it can be a chance of denial for that even if I go
Yeah,
for.
I think it can be, and I think it's a bad idea. If
Hmm.
that issue of previous F1 and then abandoning it when you get the H1B comes up, government could take the position, and rightfully so, that you are using CPT just to tide over your time until you get to another status. B2 appears to be a little safer for you.
Okay, so just one last question on that. In case my 60-day clocks gets over and I'm still waiting for the B2 petition, B2 pending, and if my employer applies for my H1B, what happens there? Like, will it be consular processing most of the time?
Yeah, until the B2 is approved, any change of status to H1B is highly unlikely.
Right. So in consular processing, do we have to go to the home country and interview, or it's just
Yeah,
like travel back? Okay.
home country.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You can try in the third country, but it's very unlikely.
Okay, so it's like, so I was talking to someone else and they just mentioned that you can just travel and come back on the previous company's visa stamp.
If you
Uh,
have a visa stamp
yeah,
already, an H1B visa stamp,
yes.
you can do that. If you get an H1B, but you get it without a status, you can simply use the approval and go across the border and come back using existing visa.
So for that, we don't have to wait for an interview, right? Don't
No,
need.
no,
But then when we go to India the next time, do we have to update the stamp?
no. If the
Okay.
stamp is still valid, you can continue using it.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All the best. Mainav ji, go ahead. Mainav?
Yes. Can you hear me, Rajiv sir?
I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my question was that I have an active F1 visa and I was in a PhD program which started in fall 2023. But unfortunately, in May of 2025, I had to withdraw from that program because of funding issues. So now I have a new offer in an MS program starting this spring, so January 2026. So is it okay if I enter the United States with my current visa that has the name of that previous university, but my I-20 will be obviously from this new university I will be going into. So is that fine? And is there any steps I should be more cautious with during immigration, or should I go with an entirely new visa? What would you suggest?
Difficult to say. Double check with your DSO. I think you can use the old visa with the new I-20. When was the previous funding issue, and when did you leave the USA the last time?
I was in the program till mid-May, so yeah, I had left US in May end.
Of 2025.
Yeah, this year. Yep.
Difficult to say. You can try with the current visa. It's
Okay.
I can't really tell you. It's definitely legal to do so. Double check with your DSO if there's anything they recommend you do differently.
Yeah, I talked to my DSO and she was telling me that it is okay during the first entry as on an F1. It
Yeah,
is mandatory that the
yeah,
name on the I-20 and visa
yeah,
is same. But
yeah.
as you have already entered once, it is okay that you have a
Yeah,
different name on the I-20.
that is
But
the
she was
regu
like,
that is
yeah,
that is the regulation. But the problem here is
okay,
there's a huge gap from May to November between the time you
okay.
last used the visa and you exited. So I think what you can do is, as long as you have proof why you had to discontinue your PhD program, you can try using your existing visa, and you can try using the new I-20, which is what you are going to do. But there should be an explanation why did you not complete the program the last time. Okay. One of the things I don't like is when somebody has been in the US as a student for a long time, they start looking at you like a professional student who's just trying to stay in the US one way or the other. And that is actually one of the questions that is asked frequently by visa officers, but not necessarily by CBP. That's why I said it's difficult to predict which way it's going to go. Is it worth the shot? Sure. Just make sure you tell them the truth, whatever the truth is.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rajiv ji.
You're welcome. All the best. Ji. Vipul ji, go ahead. Vipul Prajapati.
Hello, Rajiv ji. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Yes. So we were discussing over email, but thank you for giving me chance here. So I have a question for my wife. So yesterday, my H1 got approved, and my wife is already here in USF on F2. My employer has already filed for her H4. But I did not get any receipt yet. But they are saying that money is got deducted. It's been around 10 days. So the question here is my wife legal to stay in USA or not?
Yes. Yes. Because it appears that her H4 was submitted along with your H1. So she is legal to stay. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
the best, Ji. Sudhanshu ji, go ahead.
Hello,
Sudhanshu.
Rajiv. Hello,
Hello.
Rajiv. Namaskar.
Namaskar ji.
Sir, so my situation is that I'm on STEM OPT, expiring in February 2026. My wife is also on STEM OPT,
Okay.
expiring January 23rd, 2026.
Okay.
Her I-140 is approved, and it's her first time filing H1B. Her company is ready to file her H1B with my H4 and H4 EAD. My question is, if her H1 and my H4 get approved, but my H4 EAD doesn't get approved within a few weeks, how difficult is it to switch back to D1 CPT?
Well, like most things, there is no measure of how difficult because it's not a quantitative measure. Okay. Normally, you cannot change status if previous status is not approved. Okay. So if your H4 is still pending, you can't change status. But if H4 is approved and you want to convert to F2, that is, or F1, that is simple enough.
Okay. And if H4 is not approved, then can I withdraw my application? Is that possible?
Then what would be your status? You were on F1 before?
Yeah.
Are you continuing your school?
Yeah, I'll be enrolling in Devon CPT then.
Well, you can withdraw, and if your school says they can roll over your service, then you are okay.
Okay. I think that answers my question.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Sudhanshu ji, put your hand down. Arey Deepika ji, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good, Rajiv ji. How are you?
Oh, maje hi maje hain ji.
So, Rajiv ji, I have a question. My application for I-765V, which is Employment Authorization for Abused Non-Immigrant Spouses, pending. Am I eligible for advance parole?
I have no idea because I don't deal with VAWA cases. My knowledge of VAWA is extremely limited. Okay. Normally, in almost all of these petitions, there is some way of getting advance parole. Okay. The problem is advance parole itself can take 11, 12 months.
No, so I actually applied for emergency advance parole. What I did is I booked an appointment with my local USCIS field office.
Right.
I live in New Hampshire, and I was there today. And based on the research that I did on Google, and I also talked to an attorney who filed for my I-765V. This was her suggestion. So I ended up going there talking to these guys. And, at first they said, like, according to current guidelines, we don't know. They said that they are going to reach out to higher officials. They took my, phone number and email, and they said they'll reach out to me. The thing is, I am currently going through a divorce. I've already applied for my divorce. I've been going to my hearings and everything. And back in India, my father actually recently underwent bypass surgery, which is why I was hoping if I get travel authorization, if I can just go to India for like 2 weeks and then come back.
You can involve your local congressman to see if they can help straighten out the mess. They might be able to help. In these types of cases where there's some doubt about the law and some discretion involved, they might be able to help you. That's the only thing I can recommend.
Okay, one last question. So, do you think it would help if last year from October through March of this year, I was on H1B and then I lost my job. And because I had already applied for my divorce, I wanted to be here, which is why I was suggested that I, go with this option of applying for I-765B. If I get a job on H1B and if I travel to India in the future, will
Ma'am,
I
don't
be
ask
subject
me.
to?
I don't know what is the impact on your VAWA petition. So you need to talk with your lawyers. I don't do VAWAs. I only do employment-based cases.
But will I be subject to 100K fee? Like, I do not have a H1 stamp on my passport. I only have expired H4.
You are beats me. I have no idea.
Okay.
Because, like I told you, the data is still wholly deficient. The way I see it, your H1B was approved before September of 25.
Yeah, that was last year.
When you do a subsequent petition, if it is a transfer within the United States, 100% there is no problem. Okay. But if you go outside the US, no one knows. All right.
Okay.
So
all right. Thank you.
Be careful. On the H1B side, I can tell you that it's very uncertain. All right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Paresh ji, go ahead. Paresh.
Hello, Rajiv ji. I have a quick question. Like, I was on H1B and now I'm on pending B2 due to layoff. I wanted to understand if the B2 application gets denied, within what time do I have to leave US? And does it matter if at that time any H1B transfer petition is pending or not?
You have to leave pretty much immediately. There's no grace period. But you should talk with your lawyers at that time. If the H1B can be premium processed and a request can be made to the government to accommodate your unique circumstances and give you status, which is unlikely, but you can try that. And if you have to go outside USA, what will happen? Will you be subject to 100,000? We are still trying to figure that out.
And if I have to go outside USA, while because my B2 was denied and I was out of my 60-day grace period, does my current visa stamp becomes invalid? It's not expired right now. I have my
Yeah, that is one of the problems. If you overstay your I-94 even by 1 day, under Section 222G, all your stamps are automatically cancelled. Can you argue that my I-94 for the H1B is still valid? Who knows?
Okay.
So, the problem, Pariji, is because the government has discretion in these cases at CBP at the airport. They could just say, you know what, sorry, you're subject to 222G, go back.
Oh, so I will know that only when I'm trying to re-enter. There is no way to know beforehand.
There isn't.
Okay. And what are the common grounds for B2 denial? And
I
is
won't
it
be able to get into that.
Okay.
That's like
Can I?
writing a book. No, I won't get into
Okay.
that.
But can your firm review my application if I want?
What is the point? I still won't be able to tell you whether you're going to win the case or not.
Okay.
The time at which it makes sense to consult me is when if you get an RFE.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
And in case of denial, you said I have to leave immediately. So do I get at least a couple of days to make arrangements for
Yeah, I
leaving?
think that much, even though by law, no, but as a practical matter, see, but 222G will still come and hurt you. Okay.
Okay.
As a practical matter, if it takes a little time, 3, 4, 5 days a week, 10 days to get out, I
Okay.
don't think this is more a question of built-in latency rather than illegality. It is
Okay.
just the way, I mean, nobody can just fly out the same day when they get the denial.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All the best. Jivaji, go ahead. Jiva.
Hi, G. So I'm currently on my H1B visa with stamped and everything. My last day of working will be December 31. I got laid off, but I'm in the system till December 31. I have interviewed with a company who's interested in hiring me, but they're not sure when an open role will come. They put me in pipeline. So after December 31, I will have 60 days, say till Feb 28. But this company might come up with an offer on, say, April 1st or May 1st. But they said they'll come back within 6 months. So what do you think is the best way that I can, they might also come back by Feb 1, which is an ideal case that I can just will be in my grace period and change to my H1B continuing. If not, how can I, what's the best way that I can extend till April or May? Do you suggest B2 or going back to India and come back since I have stamp already?
No, B2.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. Thanks. So will the B2 has to be filed on January 1st itself, or do you suggest waiting till Feb 15 to see if the company comes back?
I would file it as quickly as possible.
Got it, G. That's
All
really
right.
helpful. And also, just one last question here. With respect to B2, does it have to be approved before the company files my H1B? Because they say they will do
It
premium.
has to be approved before the H1B is adjudicated.
Okay, because
So
the company said they will do premium.
on the date your H1B is decided, if the B2 is still pending, we don't know if the government will approve the B2 and H1B at the same time, or they'll just say, well, sorry, you are not in status. Here's your H1B, go get a visa stamp.
Okay, so will they not say nullify my B2 application and then give the H1B?
And that would put you out of status and not entitled to a change of status.
Yeah, got it. Gee, thanks a lot. That's,
All the best.
Thank you. Take care.
You're welcome. Jitendra ji, go ahead, please.
Hi, Rajiv ji. I think we spoke about my case last time. Thanks for doing. So, my LCA filed to Austin, Texas. So I'm entering through Canada to US. So is it okay to enter any port of entry, or is it required only to be on the LCA location mentioned in my H1?
No, there is no such rule. Could this come up as a matter of common sense? Yes, it could. Many times people got a cheaper ticket for a particular port. Many other times it was a convenient time. Many other times it's somebody you want to meet at that place before you go on to work. So if you have a good reason, common sense reason, why not?
Yeah, since it's my first H1B. Previously, I was on L1B. Now it's my first H1B. So, is it okay? I just wanted to ask.
Well, the answer is still the same. You answered something totally different. What I said was, this is a common sense question.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
If you are going to work in Baltimore, why are you landing in San Francisco?
yeah.
So, and the answer is, well, I'm going to go see my in-laws, or I'm going to go see my brother who lives in San Francisco for a couple of days before I go to Baltimore. As long as there's a perfectly common sense reason to a common sense question, legally there is no requirement that you have to land in Baltimore.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, thank you. And one more is like I have I-140 approved with my previous employer, which was approved in May 2024. It's not revoked. So if with my new H1B employer, you said AC 21 rule, right?
No,
It
AC 21 does not apply to those people whose 485 has not been filed yet.
Okay.
All right.
So still they need to do my I-140.
Unless you are an NIW or EB1, they have to start all over again.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All the best to you. Anilji, go ahead. Anil.
Rajiv, namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for doing this one.
Sure.
My situation is, I was on a 60 days grace period. During the time I found the employment offer accepted. They took little more time for filing LCA, but by the time we were expecting LCA decision, LC, this shutdown started. And because of the shutdown, we wasted around more than 1 month or so kind of things. But because this process was going on for 2 months, more than that, during the time I got laid off and I had to file B2.
Okay.
But when they got to know that, I filed a B2 and these things, somehow they took 15 days to validate internally. And somehow we couldn't convince their immigration team. And they kept on saying that I'm out of status. B2, I heard many times from you, it is that there is only one option here. And it was so frustrating to convince them. But finally, after 2 weeks of follow-up, they finally said, no, they are not proceeding ahead with this one. This is too risky. There might be some 100,000 fees or some risky for the company. Now there is another employer I have offer kind of things, and they're also checking with the immigration team. Is it because I had to file this B2 on very last day? That could be the case, sir? Or...
Yeah, that could be that's why, you see, I'm advising people to file B2 as quickly as possible. So with every time there is a change in policy, there is also a change in the way we work. So bottom line is, yes, that is part of the problem. And part of the problem is they are taking too long to adjudicate.
Yeah, because in my case, actually, I had offer, LC was filed, so there was no way.
Yeah, Anilji, I can't comment on what the employer is thinking, but I can certainly tell you, you did the right thing, and whatever happens next is up to the USCIS.
Yeah.
All right.
My last day was August 15th.
Right.
And my receipt date on the B2 was showing 15th of October. It's like
that's after 60 days, no?
Yeah, 61st date. That date is showing that somehow.
Yeah, receipt. When did the papers actually got delivered? When did they get delivered?
Got delivered next day after 60th. It got filed on the 60th date last because I had to follow their check.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what you're asking me. I've heard a whole big story, but what are you asking me?
No, could that be the case? Like because they, the receipt date, the petition receipt date of B2 is showing 61st day, like October 15th.
I don't know what they see. You're asking me to get in the mind of somebody whom I don't know what they're thinking. I have no idea what they're thinking. But the bottom line is, if the papers were delivered by the 60th day, there is no reason why that should be a problem. Receipt can be 1 day later. I don't care. It's the date of delivery that matters.
Okay. Yeah. It
Alright.
does file these things.
Yep.
And also new employer is
Anilji, you're going to have to wrap this up.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
All
Appreciate
the
it.
best. Yep. Urviji, go ahead, please. Guys, keep your questions focused. Urviji,
Yes.
go ahead. Mhm.
Yes, thank you for doing this, Mr. Rajiv. I have similar question that was brought up earlier, but it's more specific. I am on F1 working on STEM OPT. My I-140 is approved through EB2 NIW, and my I-485 is not filed. I do want to travel to India. What kind of questions will be asked, and how do I respond to these questions because of I-140 approval and F1 status?
Respond always truthfully. What
Mhm.
can be asked? I don't know the answer to that question. That depends upon the officer. If they ask you about your green card, the answer is sure. I want to get my permanent residence, but will I ever break the law? No. If the law says you need to go back, I'll go back.
Okay, but have you seen cases where the entry is denied for someone like me?
Not so far.
Okay.
But then I am not standing at all the 800 borders of the United States. I don't know what is going on everywhere. But I haven't heard from anyone saying, oh, my F1 entry was denied because my I-140 is approved.
Okay.
In the previous days, people used to get F1 entries even when their 485s were pending, which is far worse. But I don't know. I mean, it's who knows what the mind of the officer is.
But your recommendation is to not travel, right? That's what you said earlier.
Yeah, I would say so. Traveling after H1B is far safer. Then there is no problem.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ji. All the best.
Thank you.
Avinash ji, go ahead, please. Avinash.
Yeah, hello, Rajiv ji. How are you?
Sorry, I can't show my face now because I'm
No
trying
worries.
to stretch my back. Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I have a couple of questions, but I will start off with the EB1A. So I did took a master class with one of the person I follow for quite a long. But yeah, I mean, and I've reached out to your office for consultation. But my question is, I mean, I've just started preparing for the EB1A. I mean, I've been on H1B for about 13 years, and my priority date is 2016. Like end of October 2016. So my only question was, I mean, I mean, how soon should I reach out to the attorneys? I mean, should I work on my case first? I mean, build it in
I
a
don't
well
know.
fashion.
I don't know what other lawyers do. I can tell you what we do.
Okay.
First of all, I never ever get involved with manipulating evidence. To me,
Right.
that's unethical. Okay, I don't do it. Maybe other people don't think like that. Number two, I reviewed the resume the first time free of charge, but any follow-up consultations are regular consultations.
Sure.
So people will do a 15-minute consultation with us, pay the consultation fees, and ask all their questions. Then 4 or 5 months later, if they want to ask something else, they can set up another consultation. That's how we work. I don't know how other lawyers work.
Okay, so yeah, I will reach out to the office then. And the second question was, I mean, so I have not traveled to India in last 8 years, so unfortunately, and both me and my wife, I mean, we haven't traveled. We are thinking of going to India next year sometime. So the only question I had or a confusion is that I actually at a time when I switched to this company, I've been working for this company for about 7 years now. So when I was switching the company, I actually had multiple H1Bs filed through two different firms. So I did got a denial on the other one because I mean literally abandoned it. But this one I got an approval. So in my DS 160, do I have to specify that I got rejected?
I can't help you fill forms, but it depends on the question. Okay, how the question is being asked.
Oh, I see.
If the question is, have you ever been denied a visa? Obviously, this is not a visa.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I think that's what the question is. So I wasn't certain.
Yeah, I can't help you fill the form, but generically, if a question is, has your visa ever been denied? This is not a visa. This is a change of status or maybe an H1B transfer. That's not the same thing as a visa.
Okay, I see. And just one last question. So, in regards to the EB1A filing, I mean, I mean, I have 15 years experience within the healthcare IT, and I usually work on the Medicare, Medicaid side of business to help healthcare companies. So, just wanted to check. I mean, for evidences purposes, I mean, the publications that happens from the company side, is that something that I can utilize for the
Probably
projects
not.
that I work at?
Probably not, unless you can prove it's a major media.
Oh, okay. As long as it's a major media work, I can prove it, right?
Major media or industry publications that are circulated widely enough.
I see. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's all I had. Yeah, thank you so
All
much.
the best. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you.
Madhuji, go ahead, Madhu. Madhu. Sahilji, go ahead, Sahil. Oh, sorry. Madhu, go ahead, please. Madhu. Now you're muted, Madhu. Yeah, go ahead. I can't hear you.
Hello, sir. Um, Currently, I'm on OPT and I'm employed with company A. I have received an offer letter from company B with the joining date in January. Since my OPT EAD is expiring in February, I wanted to ask whether I should apply for the same OPT extension with my current employer or I wait until I join the company B
Okay.
and then apply for the same OPT.
The company B are they willing to do your I-983, etc., even before you join them?
I didn't ask them that, but I asked them like, are they okay to sign that after joining it? So they are okay with that.
Okay. Are they e-verified?
Yes.
Will you have enough time to file your STEM OPT extension?
So mine is expiring in February first week. I'm planning to do the premium processing.
When are you planning to join that second employer?
January first week.
Oh, you have plenty of time. Yeah, so that should be fine. And they are e-verified, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so file after you join.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right. All the best. Sahilji, go ahead, Sahil.
Hello, Rajiv. Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was on F1 visa till September, and then H1B got approved after October 2nd this year, effective. I don't have the H1B stamped. I have I-797 with me. I contract got terminated 7th November. I'm on grace period.
Okay.
So should I go on B2 right away or should I wait?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Unless you already have an H1B pretty much in the works, I would file the B2 as quickly as possible.
Okay, I shouldn't wait for another employer to file the new petition for me, right?
No, I would file the B2.
Okay, and if I go on B2 and if new employees are willing to file the new petition, am I going to pay 100,000 fee or nothing like that?
No, I don't
If
think
I'm in the
so.
USA.
No, not at all. If you're in the US, no,
No
absolutely.
issue.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I
All
have to
the
ask.
best, Jane. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Vishwas Jainji, go ahead.
Hi, Rajiv sir. Thank you for this. I am currently on day one CPT. My previous stamp is still valid from my previous masters. I need to travel for a family emergency in December. I just wanted to understand if it's safe to travel right now on day one CPT.
You have a visa stamp, right?
Yes, visa stamp from previous college, which is valid till July of 2026.
So I know people who have gone and come back on CPT. It is when they have to apply for a visa stamp, I'm very uncomfortable. Okay. Are you guaranteed to have no issues? Nobody can predict that. But have other people on CPT gone and come back with existing stamps? Yes.
Got it. And then is it recommended to remove the CPT from I-20 and then visit, or it's okay? Like, do we have to answer questions related to CPT?
I haven't heard of CBP asking any extraordinary questions. At least nobody has reported back to me. But I do have plenty of people who ask me the same question. They seem to have come back.
Got it. Thank you. And the new rule for related to duration of stay, if it gets implemented while I am outside the country, will it pose any problems?
I don't know what their final regulations are going to be. Remember, they can always make minor changes in final regulations before they publish them. Okay. So I don't
Got
know
it.
what the final regulation is going to look like, but there is usually some provision for existing cases so that they don't get too far disturbed, usually.
Got it. Thank you so much.
All the best. Sharma ji, Mayank Sharma, go ahead, please.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you for this platform.
Mhm.
So I'm representing few of my friends. We are all doing a medical residencies on J1 clinical. So
Okay.
we have a J research background.
Okay.
And now with
Did
this,
all of you go from J research to J clinical?
yes, sir.
Okay.
So
All right.
we were just contemplating about filing an I-140, whether it be an IW or something. But we have got a DS which is only valid for 1 year. We don't know the nitty-gritties of the immigration law. Will this be an issue when we go for an extension next year? Because with J1 clinical, our DS is only valid for 1 year, which
Yeah, it can be an issue, Mayank ji. The thing is, when you say DS, you're saying your I-94 expires in 1 year.
yes, yep.
Okay. So that means, and I'm not sure exactly why that is and how that is. Normally, what happens is if the I-94 expires by a certain time, you have to extend that I-94 somehow. Okay. You said you're in clinical residency right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And you have enough I-94 time left to complete the residency?
No, because with the J1 clinical, the DS was only for 1 year. It goes 1 year. The extension is for only 1 year. That's the issue, I think so.
Okay. So your question is, if I have an I-140 applied, can this become a problem for
Yes,
my
because
extension?
yeah, next year if I apply now for I-140, next year maybe in March, we will go for an extension of another year.
Yeah.
And will
So
that
the
be
problem with J1s is because they are definitely a single intent non-immigrant visa. If the government wants to make an issue of it, they can.
But the thing is, it does not go to the government USCIS. It is with the ECFMG, if I'm
No, no,
right
no.
on that.
No,
Okay.
if you have to go for, when you travel, you have to go for a visa stamp.
We won't be traveling. Like,
Oh, if you stay
anyhow,
within the US. Okay, I thought you said you were traveling.
no. In any case, J1 resident, they don't think even of traveling unless there's a medical emergency and all. Because the
Uh,
program is so tight and all, it doesn't give
well,
us
if
opportunity.
your I-94, not I-94, if your 2019 is issued by ECFMG, like you say it is, and it is a totally internal procedure, I don't think it should be a problem. You can double check, call ECFMG, find out.
But
But
will
I
they
don't.
answer it? Will they answer it straightforward? Like,
पूछ
I
के तो
think.
देखो मयंक जी, पूछने में क्या अर्ज है, गोली तो नहीं मार देंगे, ना ही कर देंगे ना.
Okay, because what I can remember when I was first filling the form, there was a tick mark where it asked me whether you have applied for I-140. So, which obviously I
Yeah,
said
that
no.
makes me uncomfortable for sure.
Okay.
But usually, they are, from my understanding, I don't remember calling ECFMG in the last few years. But my understanding is they do talk to people if you call them.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do that and I'll
Yeah.
see the extension form also for ECFMG, whether
Yeah.
it asks for this question again.
Yeah, it does make me uncomfortable because if I-140 is going to become a problem, I should avoid it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And physicians have two kinds of national interest waivers. They can do the underserved area with 5 years of
Yeah.
service kind of
But
NIW.
the issue here, what we have got from our seniors, the advice is like go for I-140 because at the end of your program, you realize that you are late into this game of getting your priority dates and all.
Yes and no, because if the getting of the I-140 is going to create a problem for your status, what is the point?
Yeah, I understand totally that. Yeah,
So
thank you,
because
sir.
then you lose your residency continuity. Okay.
Yeah.
तो इतना 2 साल 4 साल लगाए वो सब गया.
नहीं सर 3 साल यूएसए में ली
What
प्लस
depends? नहीं, I'm thinking about the residency.
yeah,
Depending
yeah.
upon which kind of residency you are doing.
Yeah.
If you are getting year-to-year extensions and one year they say, oh, you have an I-140 filed. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for your
All the
time.
best. All the best. Selva Kumar ji, go ahead. Selva Kumar.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Currently, I'm in L1B visa. My employment is going to end in November 30. So, can I apply for a student visa after 30?
So, L1B should have 10-day grace period to leave the US, right?
Okay.
I don't remember exactly. I know some have 10 days, some have 30. H1B and L1B, I believe, have 10-day grace period. So when does your current L1B expire, you said?
So with the employer, like they said, my last legal day will be November 30.
Okay. And you want to apply for F1 when?
I'm applying for college. I'm yet to receive I-20. It could end up receiving in December first week.
That may not be enough for you. But you still have L1 time left. It's a layoff, right?
Yes.
And when does your I-94 expire, the L1B I-94?
I get visa renewal this year, and it is for 2 years. Like it will be till.
So that means you have 60-day grace period then. So as long as you get your F1 filed within 60 days following the layoff, you are okay.
Okay.
Hannah, because you have 60 days. See, how does the 60-day grace period work? You must have more than 60 days left on your I-94, which you do. There must be a cessation of employment. It's not the end of the 2 years or 3 years, whatever you have on L1B. It is in the midstream they are cutting you off. Then you definitely have 60-day grace period.
Okay.
All right. And you can file for a change of status during that 60-day grace period.
Okay, ji.
All right.
So after 30, if I'm applying for change of status and I'm getting like in a month, will that 30 days time period will cause any issue in my future?
No, no, it should
No.
not cause an issue.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you, ji.
You're welcome, ji. Karthik ji, go ahead, Karthik Alam.
Thank you, Rajiv ji. I just have a quick question. I'm currently working with an employer on H1B visa, and there's another employer who is willing to do a H1B transfer, but I'll have to travel to India for a family emergency. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it might be at the same time when he's going to do the transfer. So, do you think the 100K rule would apply?
That's what I was reporting earlier today, that one of the lawyers I know said that they got stuck with 100,000 for somebody who already had an H1B. He even had an unexpired H1B visa stamp.
Yeah,
But
same thing with me as well.
when they filed for his transfer, the consulate said, well, no, not the consulate, USCIS said, you have to pay 100,000.
Okay, so my visa expires in 2026. So, at least from what I understand, I should request this new employer to push forward the
Yes.
transfer. Okay.
Yes, that would be the best thing for you. And then you can re-enter USA with the old visa and the new approval, no problem.
Okay, okay, understood. And I also have a B2 question for my parents, Rajiv ji. Can I ask that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So my parents are planning to visit in December and then leave US again in March. I'm planning to have them come back in June. So a visit in less than 6 months, multiple visits in less than 6 months, would that raise any questions or
It's
yeah?
There is no rule on this, but the usual policy the government seems to follow is that you should not be in the United States more than 6 months in any 12 months period.
Okay. So for in the first visit, it's gonna be 4 months,
Yeah.
and maybe 3 months later they'll come back again. So I've heard this that the second visit should be after the I-95, I-94, which was issued the first time. The second visit should be after that is expired. Is that the case, Rajivji?
Well, I don't think it is tied to the I-94. It is tied more to the how much time did you spend in the US. Okay.
So less time in the first visit is more preferable
It's
than.
definitely more preferable. I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And there should be a reason why they're returning so quickly.
Right. Right. Okay. So would they ask questions on that nature?
They can, absolutely.
Okay.
All
So,
the
so you recommend less time on the first visit, and then
I
probably.
do.
Okay. Okay.
I
Thank
do.
you. Thank you, Rajiv.
All the best, Ji. Krishna ji, go ahead, Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Rajiv ji. Just wanted to ask if there is any movement about this H1B proclamation suits that have been filed and now
Yeah,
government is working.
I haven't talked with or I haven't heard from any of the lawyers anything definitive. I'm surprised that nobody has filed a temporary injunction. I think part of the problem is the presidential power of controlling entry into the United States is fairly fairly large. But once you're inside the US, they can't mess with you as much. So therefore, when you look at the proclamation, it's very heavily focused on entering the United States. Okay. I don't know what is going on, but obviously I have not heard any movement on either one of the two cases. Okay.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Akash ji, go ahead. Akash. Akash.
Sorry, hey Rajiv sir. Sorry, I'm coming for the second time. I'm just left with two questions. Quickly, my case was we just spoke. Company revoked me before October 1 and USCIS lost my revocation letter, right?
Okay.
Yes. So you said it's not clear what status I am on right now, H1B or I am on no status.
Right.
So first question is it worth taking the risk by trying filing H1B in the next days, like transfer, considering I don't have pay stubs?
I'll tell you what the problem is. I think what status you are on is very difficult to answer, but are you out of status is easier to answer. Okay.
Okay.
So you are out of status because you're not working on H1B.
Okay.
So therefore, will you be able to convert to another H1B? I would say it's worth a shot. Do it premium processing, do it quickly.
Okay.
Get a letter from the employer saying we did send out the revocation, and but the revocation was sent out before October, right?
Yes. Yes, but they don't have it.
I don't think that you should make an issue of that. But
Okay.
you have an H1B approval though.
Yes, I have a I-797. Yes.
And it's an I-797A. You have a copy of it?
Yes.
Okay. So October to November, November to December. So you could try filing a B2.
Okay, B2.
You could try filing a B2 based upon the fact that your H1B was approved.
Okay.
Okay. And it was not revoked.
Okay.
Okay. If they give you a B2, great, but don't wait more than, I would say, worst case scenario. It was effective October 1st, right?
Yes.
So count about 170 days from October 1st. If your situation is not resolved, plan on leaving the US. Okay. 170 days from October 1st. All right. In the meantime, you can try applying for a B2 status, requesting the government they give you B2 because your H1B was approved. H1B is approved, you should have 60-day grace period.
Right, which will end in 10 days.
Yeah, because revocation never occurred, they never received it, they never acted on it, whatever the reason is.
All right, Rajiv, then I might, like I'm here in this session for the first time. Can I book appointment with you separately through your website?
I'm going to say the same thing to you, but if you want to, I mean, I'm not going to add anything, Akash. The only difference is we have a little bit more time. So if you want to talk with me separately, by all means do so. You can drop me an email at help@immigration.com. But if the questions are around the same area, I've already, told you
Yes,
about.
yes. And just very quick, if I'm planning to move back before 30th, so considering like I am on no status or whatever, shall I file a case or something so that I have the legal documents with me, which will future proof my basically coming to US? So if someone asks me, why were you out of status for 50 days? If I am.
Well, you can file a B2. And ideal situation is some communication with your employer that says we applied for a revocation.
Those proofs I have. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, see, this is a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
If you argue too hard against, well, my H1B was never revoked. If
Mhm.
H1B was revoked, then you don't have an H1B.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
even sure you want to argue that too strenuously. Your better argument is, hey, my H1B was never revoked as far as I know, and I
Mhm.
have 60-day grace period. And those 60 days I came back.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yes.
That
Thank you
I
so much.
think is the better argument.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All the best. Billaji, go ahead, Billa.
Hey, hi Rajiv ji.
Hello,
So
sir.
I have one question. So, uh, if I want to transfer to B2, do I need to transfer my wife's visa also to B1, who
What is
is
her
in India?
status? What is her status?
H4.
Yes, of course. It's both of you will be applying for B2. And what you'll do is if you file by mail, you only have to pay one filing fees. She can be added onto your case. If you file online, you have to pay two separate filing fees.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Okay, one more question. I heard like after the grace period ends, we can keep like 1 month of vacation so that we don't need to pay any of the taxes.
No, don't get into all that. No,
Okay.
no such thing.
One last question. Okay. So do I need to pay the taxes even though H1B
I'm not
transfer
a tax
process?
lawyer. You need to talk to a CPA about those things.
Oh,
All
even
right.
though H1 transfer is in progress.
Sir, I don't do
Okay.
tax law.
Okay. 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 Sure.
All
Thanks.
the best. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, that's not my area of competence. K. Suvi, go ahead.
Hello, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for this platform. So I have currently I'm on cap exempt H1B, and my 60 days grace period will start from January 1st. And I also have I-140 approved with my current employer. And I have also actually I got my admit for doctoral program which is starting in January 2026. I received I-20, but I haven't filed the change of status yet. So my question is, if I found another employer who is actually filing my cap exempt H1B or transferring my cap exempt H1B, and if I'm not going to enroll in that program, doctoral program, will that make will that create any issues for me in future?
So your question is more concerned with if I change my mind, instead of going back to school, I decide to continue with my H1B. Is that a problem? The answer is no. That's not.
Okay.
Why
And
should that be?
should I apply? So if I couldn't find anyone for the H1B transfer, should I still apply for change of status or for to change to F1? If program is starting in January, but my grace period is still I have that 60
Yeah,
days grace period.
you should apply.
But I can defer that to March session as well. The
No, why don't you
F1.
do it for January itself? Why defer it?
But what I'm thinking, if I can find someone within that 60 days grace period, because my grace period will be
Yeah, but the problem is,
Mhm.
all things considered, I can't get into all the details, but all things considered, it makes sense to apply for F1 because you can always change from F1 to H1B if you want. And if you are on H1B, you can also go to school part-time or full-time on the side.
Okay, and this is my first time changing employer on cap exempt. So cap exempt अगर new employer मिलता है तो उनको new application नहीं file करना पड़ता, वो always they can do transfer, right?
Yeah, they'll be doing a transfer.
Okay, and one one last question. So I have the I-140 approved with my current employer. It is actually approved in May 30th this year only. So if I change in future to cap subject employer, I can still utilize the same I-140 for my extensions.
Well, yes, you can. That is not an issue.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, that's all for now, Rajiv ji. Thank you so much for this
All the
platform.
best.
Thank you.
Soumya ji, go ahead. Last question of the day. Soumya ji.
Hi. So we talked before about my H1B status where it was withdrawn and then approved. So you said that it would likely be withdrawn or revoked.
Okay, I don't remember.
Basically, I'll just give you a brief recap. November 1st, the withdrawal request was submitted, or that's what my employer said. And November 7th, the H1 change of status was approved. effective November 7th. My F1 my service status has been marked as completed because of the change of status, and my STEM OPT before that was gonna end on Jan 26. So what I wanted to ask is, what's the next best step I can do? I have three options. One is file for a change of status to B2 from whatever status. Right now, technically I'm an H1, even though it'll be withdrawn. Otherwise, I'll need to file a data fix in Civis and then transfer to a master's program or a day one CPT program. So
See,
I'm not sure what's the
here
best.
is the problem, Samyaji. The problem is timing is very important.
Yeah.
The timing of your H1B revocation is very important.
Yeah.
Because if H1B is revoked too late, then the H1 to B2 status, even if it is granted, they can go back and revoke it saying, Arey, aapka to H1B was revoked. We shouldn't have approved the B2.
Yeah.
Okay. So the timing of that is what is causing the problem. If the H1B was revoked earlier, you could always reinstate your service, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that came to my mind as I was talking to somebody else before you was, why don't you talk with your school and say, I have a F1 visa stamp on my passport.
Yeah.
If you issue me a new I-20, I can just go to Mexico and come back for a new program.
So the issue is I graduated 3 years ago and my F1 stamp is expired. So that would be
You have
difficult.
no good options, Soumyaji.
Yeah. So if I can get the revocation through like a congressman or like just USCIS gets the revocation in time, do you think the best option I have is to go for a master's or day one?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Probably. Yeah, this is a very bad situation. And it's created by the USCIS.
Yeah.
Because they're taking forever to act on revocations.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll speak to them and see what I can do. Thank you.
Yeah, come back and talk to me again. All
Yeah.
right. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Sahil ji, go ahead, Sahil.
Hello, Rajuji. So we spoke on this thing H1B. My H1B got approved and I got terminated this month. And you suggested me to go on B2. But do you think time to search for new job is the valid reason for requesting B2?
That's what I do.
Okay.
I've never had a denial.
Okay. So I should go for 3 months, 4 months, or
This
6
is
months
the good.
directly?
No, I go for 6 months.
We can go for 6 months as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No issues.
Um,
Yeah, that's
so
what I asked.
Hey Rajuji, so I have one follow-up question quickly. So regarding, so I'm currently on cap exempt H1B and my grace period will be starting in January and I also have I-20. So should I start filing change of status for F1 like before I start my grace period, or should I wait for it if I have in any employer? I mean,
Well,
if they are filing in
if you are
December.
pretty confident that you are going to get an H1B change of status or transfer of employers, then what is the point of filing F1?
No, so what I'm thinking, if I could find someone who is actually filing H1B transfer within like December
Yeah,
only.
that's what I'm saying. If you are going to get it filed within 60 days, why apply for F1 then?
Because F1 the program start date is in January first week. So should I wait and I attend the first class on
But you
H1B
can,
only?
if
Grace period?
you're thinking like that, you can defer it to March, no problem.
But the March session will be starting on 2nd March and my 60 days grace period will end on
That's
like
okay. For F1, this is one of the assumptions they make. You can have some gap between the 60-day grace period and
okay.
F1 start date.
And
You
what
can
is the
double check
best
with
thing?
you
Like
can
the
double check
F1?
with ma'am.
Yeah.
You can double check with your DSO.
Okay.
And I think that should not be a problem.
Okay. And what is the best thing, like the F1 change of status or B1, B2? Like what is the best thing?
There is no best thing. I mean,
Okay.
everybody's. I like the F1 because you can always premium process it if needed.
Okay. I was just scared because of that March and that 2-3 days gap. But if you're saying
No,
like
that's
I
not an
can,
issue.
okay, so I can still apply change of status in January
Yeah,
and
ma'am, you're talking
keep
about the
searching.
same question. You're
Yeah, keep
repeating the question.
searching.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you again next week. The good news is we were able to complete today within 2.5 hours instead of 3. We are getting better. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Rajiv ji. Have a good day.
My pleasure. You too, guys.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Rajiv ji.
Bye. See you soon.